there is any issue that our dissimilar nation faces daily, especially while interacting internationally, it is the issue of communication. Without respite, our technology advances to another incredible level with every new discovery of relevant terminologies, such as the shortening of words and phrases that have been chopped into abbreviations with texting, for example, and inventions with the advent of electronic devices and the internet as well. Inventions such as instant message chatting, blogging, and social networking websites have taken our communication skills and knowledge to a level that philosophers and scientists would have never imagined could become real, at least in their lifetime. Some individuals who take into both retrospect and prospect that such inventions have caused most of our citizens to become lazy, ill, and antisocial due to an effect of a disdainful breakdown, which in turn makes communication an issue. We almost do not need papers and writing utensils these days. To define communication, it is a method of transmitting messages to make information and opinions known that causes an effect of joining and connecting each other, but reluctantly separates and contrasts us into civil disobedience as well. In other words, some people become stronger with this slight advantage, while most are affected with a devastating disadvantage. Media advertising and TV, for example, has a strong effect with this disadvantage. Sincerely, I believe that making communication easier, we make work and conversations more relevant, which is a good thing. However, on the other hand, by altering our intuition, we create a new natural tendency to lose interest in working out our mind in order to fully interpret our ideas, and possibly our common knowledge deteriorates as well. By not fully working for something with hardships and struggling obstacles, and instead making those obstacles easier, we become weaker. In the lower atmosphere, carbon dioxide affairs acidify off-balanced oceans. You have decreases in hydroxide concentrations and pH levels. When carbon dioxide dissolves in seawater, it forms carbonic acid, which can separate into hydrogen ions and bicarbonate ions. Metals form in seawater as different ionic bonds. Such chemical levels of carbonic acid could fundamentally change the ocean. There are no limits. Energy radiated by the sun covers the full electromagnetic spectrum, but most of the energy that reaches Earth's surface is short wavelengths, in and near the visible portion. The warming effect is the same process that causes the temperature inside a car parked in the sun to increase so dramatically. Water vapor occurs naturally in the atmosphere and contributes to gases from human activity to grow. Once trapped heat is added or subtracted, the overall re-radiated state of water changes. Taking away carbon dioxide will cause the water to have an easier vaporizing process. Fast food franchises. These successful marketing corporations coexist despite their desire to overpower one another. Nothing better than a meal prepared instantly after you order it. Their high-calorie lunches and dinners continuously instigate consumers to go back repeatedly. Who could resist the temptation to implement such tactics for fame and their company's profits? A national ad campaign analysis may diminish quarterly sales within the unhealthy industry. The programs are products from the 20th century, originates to private charities, local governments starting such programs, but it became apparent that the job was enormous due to our population and industrial changes. Self-sufficiency declined as society expanded. Replaced by interdependency, a vast system of exchange became the standard, a significant change in society. Lacking resources caused social distress. Vast social initiative welfare domestic policy programs of the 1930s, a wide and varied range of government programs designed to provide citizens with protection against want and deprivation. Also to improve health and physical well-being, education, and employment training opportunities. Workers became morally confused on how the government works. Public welfare programs stimulate more arguments and confusion. Distinctions amongst deserving poor and undeserving poor.